Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another match for Heroes of the Storm. This time we're taking a look at Dehaka, the bruiser from the StarCraft universe. He has been a part of the Nexus since 2016. He has seen a lot of reworks, and he can be quite a lot of fun to play if you get a decent matchmaker and if you have a proper build. Now, all things considered, I'm not the best Dehaka player. Let's get that straight out of the way, because at the end of the day, I'm just a casual player and I do this for the hell of it. So, who knows? Maybe you can give me some advice. But anyhow, in order to understand Dehaka, you need to understand his talents and his abilities. So what does Dehaka do? Now, Dehaka is a bruiser, so he is a little bit more tankier, and thanks to his trait where he collects essence, which is this sort of blue tiny globe from fallen minions, he's able to regenerate his health. His drag ability is a straight up skill shot where if you manage to land it on the enemy hero, you are able to drag them in a certain direction and stun them for a tiny portion of the time. Dark Swarm is the AoE attack which Dehaka uses to surround himself with this sort of weird spinny little vortex which damages anything in its range. And then there is the Burrow, which is the escape ability for Dehaka, where you go underground and you start to move around to try and run away like a little bitch. But that's about it. His heroic abilities are Isolation, which is a really interesting skill which I don't tend to use that much, but it launches a specific biomass which is dealing damage and also silences and minimizes the view of the enemy hero, but you need to be able to land the skill shot. And then there is the Adaptation. So after 4 seconds, you heal 100% of the damage Dehaka took over this period. This means when you are in the middle of the battle and you want to preserve your essence, you pop the Adaptation, you take a bunch of damage which gets restored. That is, unless the damage is so much that it actually kills you, and then later you can utilize your essence. The build which we're gonna go with, I might be able to find on the Heroes of the Fire, so I will try to leave a link to it in the video's description. If it won't be however possible, well then please pay attention to this section of the video, as going over some of these talents after I am already engaging the enemy is kind of difficult, so please bear with me. So first of all, we're gonna go with the Tissue Regeneration. So Regeneration globes grant 10 essence, and every 50 essence collected permanently increases health regeneration by 4 up to 40 and maximum essence by 1 up to 10. Then we're gonna go with the Hero Stalker. So increases the essence gained from takedowns by 100% and gain 1 essence each time an enemy hero is hit by Dark Swarm. Then we're gonna go with Symbiosis. Every time Dark Swarm damages an enemy hero, it reduces its cooldown by 0.4 seconds. After that, we're gonna go with the Adaptation, then the Primal Swarm. So Dark Swarm causes enemies hit to lose 10 armor for 0.75 seconds, causing them to take 10 extra damage. Then there is the Tunneling Claw. So increases the movement speed while burrowing to 125%. And last but not least, Chance is Survival. So increases the Adaptation healing to 200% of the damage received and reduces the cooldown by 40 seconds. So you are able to use this ability a bit faster if you are decent enough. Now, if you work well with your team, you are able to do a lot. Dehaka has this thing where he actually is capable of global movement thanks to his Burrow ability. So you see, instead of actually having a mount, if you go into the loadout, he actually burrows underground and crawls out from bushes. So if someone is trying to push on your lane and you have a friendly hero there, Dehaka can literally pop out of nowhere, try to drag the enemy, and get a kill on them. And with the talents which we're going to be picking up, this might help us increase the sustain and how much essence we are able to be collecting. So with that said, we're going to jump into the batch and hopefully we're going to have some fun with it. I cannot guarantee what we're going to end up doing, so fingers crossed it's going to be decent. And hopefully you will enjoy the video enough to click the subscribe button and check out the playlist also for more heroes which I have already featured.
Change is upon us.
Oh, and the playlist is gonna be at the end of the video and in the video's description. We find ourselves on the Alterac Pass. Friendly team Dehaka, Oriel, Chromie, Sylvanas, Ragnaros. Enemy team Sonya, Leeming, Alduin, Zul, and Orphea, or Anduin, whichever way you prefer. We're gonna go with that tissue regeneration in order to be more proficient at gathering the essence. So, my assumption about the matchmaker right now is all over the place. The reason why is that the biggest danger is going to be for us Sonya and Li Ming. Once Zul moves out of the lane and is going to be trying to defend the objective or try to do the objective, he's going to struggle without a decent self-sustain. Orphea can also cause lots of problems, and Anduin can also do a lot. So we will have to see what can be done. And yeah, unfortunately not able to close in too much distance here. Ragnaros is at the bottom. We're going to be able to do this, however, and get Sonya a little closer. Or was it Alduin? Who was it? We're able to grab someone. We're just going to have to be careful here on who we try to attack. Right now, we're able to start gathering the essence, but yeah, the biggest danger for me is definitely going to be Li Ming with her ranged attacks. Okay, let's try to move her in. We were able to help their Chromie. We're going to use the essence to restore that health. And someone should definitely try to go to the top lane in order to start actually gathering some more experience. I tried to hook in Sonya, but it did not work out. Looks like nobody's willing to rotate to the top, so that's what I'm gonna do, because we are wasting a lot of experience which can be gathered here. And Dehaka is semi-decent at doing camps and also is good at dealing some siege damage. His swarming attack is definitely gonna be able to do some damage in that department. But right now, what we are trying to focus upon is just try to soak in the experience. Looks like the enemy is pushing in quite hard, so I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to crawl out of the bushes, and unfortunately by the time I rotated down here, the enemy already moved quite far away for me to be useful to my team. Ah man, Alduin, get it! We're gonna get punished for that. Okay, we're gonna go with the hero stalker, and the objective is gonna be up rather quickly, and we're gonna have to make sure that we do have some essence collected before we move in there so that we have some sort of a sustain. Looks like enemy Orphea is pressuring the top lane here. I already did cover Orphea, so you can go check her out in the videos playlist. She is really insisting on playing around with me, huh? Now, thanks to us being a bit more bulky, we are able to withstand this damage from her. But I don't want to take too much unnecessary damage. So I'm going to use the essence. And I would love to actually try to soak in more of it.
But they will try to capture ours.
Unfortunately, as of now, we aren't able to utilize our swarm attack from under the ground, but it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be able to take a little bit more damage here, or do a little bit more damage, and I'm gonna have to start rotating over to this place. We can use the burrow ability, but I want to preserve it just to be on the safe side. Trying to pull in enemy healer. Unfortunately, that did not go that well. Trying to put myself in between the healer of our team and the enemy bruiser.
Keep the case locked.
And we have now the option to choose symbiosis. Unfortunately, in comparison to like Stitches, we don't have the helping hand, so I cannot do too much. And I also don't want to make sure that Sylvanas is gonna be able to heal herself off me, as she does have a healing sustain selected. Trying to actually hook up her, believe it or not. I might have to take the CP cup here, which is most unfortunate, and we're gonna have to do something over here. Oh wow, I actually managed to land a shot there successfully, so that was awesome. Trying to move in over here on Zol, trying to avoid all these fancy attacks, trying to help Sonya. Have to be careful because she is able to heal herself off me too. Nice. I'll try to use the Ascents. I need to pull back a little bit because low mana. Nobody thought of actually stopping the goddamn... Ah, man, this sucks. Okay, we're gonna have to withstand the charge of the enemy cavalry. Hopefully we're gonna be able to do a decent job at it. We do have a really nice lane clear with Sylvanas and Dehaka. Looks like Zul is gonna be trying to push the top lane, so I'm gonna try to prevent that from happening. We can avoid the imprisonment by burrowing down, so there's at least one benefit to all of this. Ragnaros is over here trying to do the job as well, and I'm gonna have to crawl out of here to go help out my team. So let's see. Ah man, I missed. Such a shame. And that's why I'm saying that I'm not the best Dehaka player, but I definitely try my best in order to do as much as I obviously can. I did take that orb in order to protect Oriole. Really have to be careful here with what they are doing and what she is doing, because it would be really unfortunate if we would lose our healer. And I'm gonna go with the adaptation, because with Sonya's constant whirlwind, it might be the best thing for us to do. Li Meng is really asking for a lot of trouble here, and now we're finally able to start doing the swarm attack while we are burrowed. I want to see if I can get a jump on Orphea, but I don't think it's gonna be possible. Oriole is there trying to protect Sylvanas. Sylvanas is gonna be able to escape. Are we gonna be able to drag her in? Unfortunately, I was silenced there for a tiny bit of a time. And I wasn't able to use adaptation because I was low on mana. So if I would have more mana, that would have worked. We will definitely be able to utilize the adaptation a little bit more, but the enemy is doing a great job at targeting our friendly Oriole. Ragnar should be careful because we don't know where the enemy is. So, yep, I'm gonna go and pop up down here in order to get jump on this guy. Looks like I was able to grab him. I'm gonna burrow down. Nice collaboration with Chromie. We're able to get the quest completed, and I unfortunately won't be able to burrow for a minute. So I don't know why Oriole is not trying to help us here. And the objective is gonna be up soon. It would be most unfortunate if we were to lose. Okay, we're gonna go with the adaptation. This is gonna restore our all health. Gonna try to drag her in. Gonna stand here. Chromie is extending a little bit too damn much. Yeah, man, I could have almost had their healer. Would have been fun. So it looks like nobody's doing the objective right now. We're standing in the lane. I don't have most of the essence. Ragnaros is definitely gonna have a bad day. And we're not gonna allow that sustain. Nice, 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 nice. Collaboration with Chromie. Really good job, really good job. Liking it, liking it, liking it. I don't mind using the adaptation here. A really nice job. Unfortunately, I should have gone with the drag instead of the dark swarm first. Would have actually allowed me to pull in Zul. We're doing a great job in holding the objective now. Enemy is missing their healer and their front line, so they have to kind of wait this out. And we're gonna have to do something regarding the middle lane push here. We're gonna get the cavalry this time. Be awesome if I can rotate it down to the bottom lane.
You cannot defeat the Frostwolf clan.
So the raiders are coming in. Orphea is moving down here. I'm gonna try to soak in that sweet, sweet essence. He attacked a little bit too early, thankfully for me. It's kind of pointless for me to do too much right now. It would be smarter to just try and deal siege damage. Orphea won't be able to do too much to me. I'm gonna burrow down just to soak in the essence. Now we're gonna take that damage, which with the adaptation is gonna be restored. And we're gonna drag her out of there. We should definitely be able to get the bottom keep here. But not like this. Definitely not like this and when I'm low on mana. Let's avoid the imprisonment. And if you want to play around, I can play around too. Orphea is gonna chase after me most likely. I need to use the CP cup. I'm running low on mana and just about anything else. I'm gonna try to burrow over here. Li Ming doing great job there, actually pushing me back. She definitely did prevent a decent ambush there, trying from me. It would have really ruled if I would be able to pull in somebody from the enemy team. Like the enemy Sylvanas, or Sonya, sorry. Kind of getting the names all mixed up. Fun stuff. Nice. We're gonna avoid the damage. Unfortunately, I won't be able to close into distance, but I'm able to snatch the enemy healer. And that is all that matters, because now the enemy is gonna be missing 2 players on the map, and the objective is gonna be up soon. We can theoretically try to do this camp. It's kind of cocky, but okay. Well, Zul definitely got punished there severely. Please stop standing in here. And someone tried to do the objective already. Okay, finally decided to pick up the damn prison. We might get the second objective here. Good, good. Chromie's doing great. I really don't know how to play Chromie. She's really funny with the whole time dilation stuff, because she gets her talents ahead of anyone else. So it's kind of fun in that way. Zul doing a difficult choice going with the Nova, or what's the ability called. I think I already covered Zul on the channel. We're gonna snatch the enemy healer. We're gonna try to go with the adaptation. And we seem to be getting the objective. We're gonna burrow down. Where's Li Ming? Gonna try to get in here. Try to use the swarm. Nice collaboration with Ragnaros. Really nice. Li Ming screwed the chance over there to do too much, but she almost managed to get Ragnaros. Don't know if I will be able to get a jump on her. If she would get close to some bush, I would definitely be able to try and gank her from somewhere. But I'm only able to use so much. So I'm gonna try to preserve as much mana as I can right now because it's gonna be important for us. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Clearing this out. Fortunately, the time prison did not get popped in fast enough. Okay, let's try to burrow in order to avoid all that unnecessary damage. I'm gonna burn through my entire essence reserves, but I feel like it was worth it. We should try to do like a boss camp. If we would be able to grab a boss, it would be really awesome. We're gonna go with changes survival, therefore increasing the adaptation. I'm a little bit worried there because I see Chromie in the top lane there. And this is even worse. Now that the enemy is here. Trying to focus the enemy Alduin. I'm gonna snatch her, pull her out of there. That's what you are great at. Beautiful collab. We did get the boss camp. Really nice, really nice. And we're gonna put some pressure onto the enemy core with the support of this. We are at full health. The biggest problem is gonna be mana, but I had that problem with Stitches as well. So yeah, not everyone is great at sustaining mana. I think maybe I should do Jaina. Jaina is really awesome at sustaining her mana if you do a fun build. I call it the chill build, because as long as you keep the enemy in the chill effect, you are able to keep restoring your mana. And with that, we snatch the enemy core and get another victory for the Dehaka and the Swarm. Nice job. Chromie did a great job. So yeah, that's the Dehaka. He's a lot of fun. He's really difficult to get into because you need to learn how the whole essence collection works, and if you are able to, let's say, time when you pop the essence, when you pop the adaptation, and when you keep the CP cup, you have theoretically 3 ways to sustain this bruiser, which not a lot of other bruisers can say. You can have Sonya, who's able to whirlwind her way around. You're able to have all sorts of others, but yeah, the Dehaka is quite unique with this way of trying to self-sustain. But I would be more interested of you telling me in the comment section, what sorts of builds do you like to use? What sorts of skins do you like to use? Who is your favorite bruiser in the game? And who would you like me to try and take a look at next? As I'm always looking for constructive feedback in the comment section. Other than that, I'm gonna wish you a pleasant rest of the day, and hopefully I will see you all in the next one, maybe in the Nexus in one of the matches, and thank you all for watching, and bye-bye. Oh yeah, and subscribe! Make sure to subscribe.